think it's this childhood to make you feel what you are, or make you be what you are. Probably 7, 8, 9 years old, I start to play in home, in the street, with my colleagues, with my friends. And I think this is where everything starts. I moved with 11 years old from Madeira to Lisbon, which is, it's hard to left my family in Madeira to follow my dream in Lisbon without your family, with 11 years old. My mom and my dad always support me to say, listen, Cristiano, if you want to follow your dream, will be hard for us, will be hard for you, but we give you opportunity. And I left. I think I did conscious decision. I don't regret.
We possibly can.
You only live once, so do what you feel passionate about. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just...
Imagine that you're in a movie, and imagine the movie begins now, and you're the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
What would that guy do?
Yeah.
What would that guy do right now?
Yeah.
Because you are.
Love that frame. It's like, okay, boom, now you're present in your movie. What would that guy do? It's like,
you're living. That's it. Period.
Mostly what goes on through our mind and our subconscious is negative.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could have done this better. Oh, I'm so dumb. I said stupid this. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how we think.
All too often, our brain goes to negative. It looks for what is wrong in our environment, and it does that as a way to keep us safe. It searches for what is wrong.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Yes.
Because you need to have a hierarchy of improvement. You need to be aiming for something. And that means you're going to be lesser than people who've already attained along that dimension.
Yes.
And that can give rise to envy. So the question is, who should you defeat in the final analysis? And the answer is you should defeat your former self. You should be constantly trying to do that.
So read all you can about your field. Subscribe to the executive book clubs and book summaries. Build your own library of important books in your field. Never be cheap about your education. The best investment you ever make in your life is back into yourself. In fact, if you make a decision today to invest 3% of your annual income back into yourself, back into your own personal and professional development, within a year or two, you'll probably never have to worry about money again. This has been true for me, and it's been true for thousands of people who've reported back to me after going through my seminars the profound effect of investing 3% of your income in yourself. Here's the results. You'll get $10, $20, $30, $50 back to your income for every dollar you invest in yourself and becoming better at what you do.
You got to forgive yourself. See, a lot of us have done some things in the past, or lied to ourselves, or lied to others, or procrastinated, or, all the things we've done has been recorded in our subconscious our whole life. And sometimes we get to the point where deep down, subconsciously, that we're not aware of, we don't think we deserve anything better than we're getting. And that's why we're getting what we're getting. See, you're never going to outperform your own self-image. So you may not be aware of it because we grow these things called egos to protect ourselves, but you theoretically could completely think you're a loser without even knowing you're a loser. So step one is forgive yourself and others from doing stuff.
The best way to get the optimum results out of your day is to plan your day the night before. There are two reasons for this. Too often during the day, we're just responding to everyone else's needs instead of doing our intended plan. So if you don't have a plan, you're guaranteed not to be doing what you want to do. You'll be responding to other people. The second reason for planning your day the night before is you can rationally decide what you're going to do at what time of the day. Too often people just work from a to-do list. What you want is to schedule exactly what you're going to do at what time. Schedule how long you think it's going to take.
Every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes in execution or getting the job done. So the most important thing you can do is plan your day, preferably the night before. Sit down with a piece of paper and write down everything that you have to do the coming day. It should be the last thing you do at the end of the day.
And by doing it the night before, here's the payoff. All night long, your unconscious and subconscious mind is going to be working on how to make that happen. It's going to be coming up with creative ideas, pulling information from your past memory into the present so you can utilize it, and literally planning your perfect day. It's like having an employee working for you all night long. If you do it in the morning, you don't get that benefit. And then start to work your plan.
Like having a clear structure of understanding, okay, this morning I'm going to, like when I was writing a Wizard Art series and outlining Legacy, I come in the morning, 7 a.m., and I'm there. I'm writing backstory from 7 to 12, then I go pick up my kids, and then I come right back and I'm writing again. So like within that structure, you know, my mind when I go to sleep is already like planning of what the next day is going to be because I know, you know, what it is I have to do. It's that consistency and structure.
Set a time to train at that time. Set a time to go to sleep at that time. Set a time to get up at that time. Don't tell yourself you need to do something and then don't do it.
Because the more discipline you have in your life, the more freedom you will end up with. So if you lack the discipline to exercise.
Say that my job is to like Lisa first. Before anything that occurs today, my job is to like Lisa and to know that I'm going to bring the best version of me in every situation I can. To like me before anyone on Facebook likes me, and to know that I'm okay. What does it mean to be everything to you? That's not an arrogant statement. It's not a place of self-indulgence. It's to recognize that self-care is not selfish. It's to recognize that you can only serve others from a full cup, and that it's your job to fill yourself up. Fill yourself up with positive thinking. That's why you're here. Fill yourself up with new possibility. That's why you're here. Fill yourself up with new opportunities. Fill yourself up with having the best people on your planet, loving yourself enough to remove unhealthy, toxic people out of your life.
Yeah. When you work, work. When you play, play. Don't mix the two. Don't work at play. I used to take my family to the beach and I would bring my briefcase. Or at the beach, I'm saying I should be at the office. I should be at the office. Now my family's upset because I'm at the beach and I'm thinking office, office, office. Now when I'm at the office, I'm thinking what? I got to get my family to the beach, the beach, the beach. So things are not going too well at the office because I'm thinking beach, and things are not going too well at the beach because I'm thinking office. Here's what I learned to do. At the beach, be at the beach. At the office, be at the office. When you work, work. When you play, play. Don't mix the two.
In each moment, the thing matters. In each moment, it's the only thing that matters, actually. What's happening in front of you is literally has all the meaning in the world. And so what matters is just being present for the thing. So if you're doing something that you want to do and you're fully there for it, then it's not wasted time. If you don't want to do it and your mind is running away from it and you're reacting against it and you're wishing you were somewhere else and you're thinking about some other thing, or you're anticipating some future thing, or regretting some past thing, or being fearful of something, then that's wasted time. That's time that's being wasted when you're not actually present for the reality.
Times. So the accountability mirror is something that I kind of came up with in high school. Like I said, I started shaving my head when I was 16, and I got caught up in trying to impress so many people because no one liked me. So I developed so many different identities. Let me sag my pants. You know, let me pull my pants up. Let me talk this way or act this way or be this way or whatever the hell it may be. God, dog, there's so many different things I did to try to fit in with so many different groups that when you look in the mirror, that's the one person you can't lie to. So every morning I would shave my head thinking, God, I would reflect back on some of the lies I may have told somebody or some of the ways I acted I didn't feel comfortable doing. And I did it to impress other normal people. The key word there is normal, everyday people. I was trying to make other people like me. How pathetic is that? So this mirror would always tell me, my reflection would say, God, you are a pathetic man. So I would just start having myself accountable. How did I attack today? How did I attack yesterday? And if I didn't do something I was proud of, I would write down a sticky note and I would fix it. So then my senior year in high school, it was a totally different David Goggins.
Can you give an example of something that you wrote down and fixed?
All right, there was a lunch table that I wanted to sit the cool guy lunch table, man. I wanted, even though everybody was calling me all the time, I wanted to try to act like somebody I wasn't so I could fit in. And I sold my soul to the devil, trying to act like, no, I'm David Goggins. That's who I am. And so I wrote down on a piece of paper, the table, sit by your self. And that's what I did. And guess what happened? My table became a table people started sitting at.
The opportunities are as big as the sky.
The best piece of advice that I ever received is that you are what you think about. Everything that you think about, you become. You become what you think about. Thoughts lead to actions. Actions lead to behaviors. Behaviors leads to lifestyle. Lifestyle determines your destiny. So everything begins in the mind. If you can control and wield your mind, you can very much determine your destiny. If you can determine that regardless of what your mind says, you will go to the gym, you will develop a physique unlike 99% of society. If you decide to work on your business and you decide and you commit and you determine your mindset and you wield it, you can become successful. If you determine to be a studious individual and knowledgeable, you will be knowledgeable. If you determine to be rich, you'll be rich. Everything is
ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's time to take it to another level. It's game on. It's focus. It's go season. Take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it.
Playing out the fear, Layla says this, and I love it, but that fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. And so it looks like this ocean that you're going to step into and drown. But as soon as you step into it, you realize it was not that deep at all, and you can keep walking through it. And I just love that visual, because a lot of times when it's like we have this anxiety around this big decision we have to make, if you actually take the step and realize that it's not death, you're not going to drown immediately. There's plenty of other steps you can take from there.
Imagine that you're in a movie, and imagine the movie begins now, and you're the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
What would that guy do?
Yeah.
What would that guy do right now?
Yeah.
Because you are.
Who's holding you back? The system, the man, the woman, the ideology, the culture, all that stuff, bro. If you want to become a high-tier individual, and if you want to live life on your own terms and be the wielder of your future, the main character of your life, then you need to start moving with intention. You need to start moving and operating with a lot of power.
What one big thing could that guy accomplish that would make all of the mediocrity of your life up to this point irrelevant? And why are you not putting every single ounce of your effort to prove that one point so that you could then justify everything up to that point? So it wouldn't have been mediocrity. It would have been the path to get there. Exactly. Thank you. It would have been.
Looking back at that young David at 8 years old with white splotches on his face and stuttering and hair patches falling out. And I look at him and I'm like, man, there's so much peace in knowing what I've accomplished and what I've done. So my peace may be different for others. That's why I never critique or never judge anyone, because I don't know your story, where you come from. I found peace years ago. In the battle, you find peace. When you go to war with yourself, you find a lot of peace, because you know exactly who you are. And that is where the peace is really found for me.
The loss in society. That's why when you see something pure, it just jumps off the page, jumps off the screen, jumps off. You just like gotta have it. So you figure all this out, man. And you go through the gym and all the pain, there's a lot of pain there. But if you push past the pain, then you feel that pride, man. You get kind of choked up about it. Because it's worthy of being choked up about it. I'm sitting here talking to camera, man, getting all fucking mystified about it because it's that alive. Holds that much value, man. Someone gives you a check, you cash it, you don't even know what that is, man. I give you a title, you don't know what that is. It's not until you've earned that and you understand the value of it, man. Ranger school, man, it wasn't about becoming a ranger. That got me to start the course because I respected the elite brotherhood there. The title, the echelon of success that such a small group of society that has that right to call themselves. But that was quickly gone the first fucking day, man. Beating my ass up. You know, I walk in at 2 or 3 in the morning and, hey, shit stick, get the f down. Man, I didn't walk 3 feet into that compound, 500 push-ups, man, I can't move my arms. And I got 70 days of this shit, I'm only 5 minutes into it, I'm already dead. And I came into the best shape of my life. Oh my God, man. You think that title is in my mind at that point? I don't think so. What keeps me going? When you're in the gym, you know, to get in shape, that sounds great when you're sitting on the couch or you're back before the starting line wargaming how great it'd be to finish the marathon under 3 hours. But when you start running the third, fourth mile, all of a sudden, whoa, we lose our interest on that goal because it gets too hard. You gotta find more value and believe in yourself before you embark on these journeys. And once you have it, guys, let's jump forward. Once you have that belief, let's say you can figure that belief out. That's so strong that it overrides the crowd's disbelief, the adversities, anything. You welcome that shit because that right there is supposed to happen. Because without that kind of abuse on you, you will not become the battle-tested, proven champion that holds the title, that has the value of the title. You never become what a ranger tab means. You must go through those ends. Hit rock bottom. Your worst hour of despair becomes your best as you get back up. You learn from that. And then you continue to put one foot in front of the other. But it's not work, it's love. Because what you're going for is what you believe. And I created my website because the world and what I knew in fitness when I first started out and when I started to make this site was missing a fundamental echelon of truth. I got so sick of the magazines and the supplement companies and the products just selling to your lethargic nature, saying there's a quicker fix to something. You don't have to go through all that pain and learn so much. We'll give you the results right now. Those results don't have any value. They will never last. I got so fed up with it. That was the value that I wanted to replace. I wanted to put in society the void that was going to be filled. I developed a website for that, to get the truth out there. The truth that I walked. I've been up, I've been down, I've been shit on all the time. Still here. Judge me.
Subscribe to the channel.
So let me ask a question. What kind of seed is in you? See, I believe part of our responsibility in life is to find out who we are. And I believe you were intentionally created for a myriad of purposes. There are many things we can do with our lives. And I think it's our job to find out what those things are and to do them as well as we can.
And then when I started paying attention to my thoughts and changing them and saying, you know what, thank you for sharing that, brain or spirit or whatever's going on in there, but you know what, I am doing good. I am better. I am trying, you know, and redirecting those thoughts to be more positive thoughts and affirmations.
You did some things that you... Show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
That's one of your top
It is.
3 pieces.
Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You want to know why you're all up? Just look at the bums you hang around with.
Who are you hanging out with? Do they make you feel good and motivated or drained and maybe a little sick? Listen, if you want to catch the flu, what do? You hang out with somebody with the flu. Well, if you want to catch a happy, optimistic attitude about life, then you got to hang around people with happy, optimistic attitudes about life so you can catch it. Who are you hanging out with? Who are your best friends? You want to know the definition of a best friend? It should be someone who brings the best out of you.
There's a quote that I've fallen in love with
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Fuck, dude. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. And every single time that there is something in front of me that I feel like things aren't coming my way sufficiently quickly, I'm not making the progress that I want, it's because I'm dicking about over here and there is a large frog in front of me that I need to eat. I need to spend another half day reading a book. I need to spend some more time researching online and upping my skills in this particular area in front of you.
Present moment is truly all we ever are able to experience. The truth is you can't actually live in the past or in the future. Those are just constructs of your mind. The only time you're ever able to experience your life is right now in this present moment. And the more time and energy you devote to fully experiencing and getting the most out of each moment right now, the more joyful and fulfilling your life will be.
Enjoy it. Make the best of it. You know, it's even briefer than that. Each moment just disappears. It's gone. There's only a present moment and it's gone instantly. So if you're not there for it, if you're stressed out or you're anxious or you're thinking about something else, you missed it. So any moment when you're not in that moment, you are dead to that moment.
We need to search for what is right. We need to search for what we can be grateful for. And so what we need to do is we need to find 3 things that we're grateful for early in the morning, not late at night, but early in the morning when your brain is still kind of waking up, it's still kind of in theta state, because theta is the most programmable state that you can be in. And so a simple exercise like this can just help shift your focus from what's wrong in your life to what's going right, or what you can be proud of, or what you can find that's good.
Where you are in life right now is exactly where you chose to be, whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not. That is the reality of the situation. There's a plethora of opportunity, access, and information out there for you to become successful, for you to build the life that you want. But the truth is that you don't think it's possible and that you're comfortable with the life that you have. Therefore, you live and operate accordingly. So where you are right now in life, whether you believe it or not, is where you chose to be. And that is the truth. So ladies and gentlemen, where do you want to be? That is the question.
You do realize that this could be the year that you change your life if you just lock in? A whole 365 days ago, day in and day out towards your goals with no distractions. We ain't hearing the excuses no more. Your future is tied to that. 2024 should be an apology toward all the BS that you did last year. Lock in and change your life. Like your life depends on it. Because it do.
Natural law is something that everybody has to abide by, like the law of gravity. Whether you believe in it or not, it exists. And if you don't believe in it, it doesn't matter. Just jump off of a building and you'll realize that it's real. There's other natural laws, like the law of cause and effect. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, the second law of thermodynamics. So we understand that for everything we input, there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction to that input. So what people focus on is they focus on the output instead of the input. So you can't control when you're going to become a millionaire. That's the output. People are focused on the output. They're focused on the reaction. They can't control the reaction. All they can focus on is the action. So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So what are the actions that you have to input in order to make $1 million? Do you know them? Well, no, I don't know them. Okay, well, how many millionaires do you know? And how many millionaires have you gone into and asked them what is the input for them to make $1 million?
We're up here because...
Subscribe to the channel.